From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte. Canada's Deputy Prime Minister says the finding that some members of Parliament were wittingly helping foreign state actors is concerning. Canadian Press reporter Laurie Paris has more.
Chrystia Freeland's comments come after a committee of MPs and senators released a report yesterday that said intelligence shows foreign actors work to foster relationships with parliamentarians. While Freeland says people should take the findings seriously, she's also defending the government's handling of foreign interference.
As the Minister of Public Safety has said, we have confidence in our law enforcement bodies to do their job.
The report flagged what it characterized as particularly concerning actions taken by a few unnamed politicians, which it added could be illegal. Laurie Paris, The Canadian Press.
The local media industry is praising the CRTC for directing foreign streaming services like Netflix and Spotify to pay 5% of their annual Canadian revenue into a fund to help with local news and the production of Canadian content. Canadian Association of Broadcasters President Kevin Desjardins says those contributions will start to rebalance the obligations between all players who benefit from their access to Canadian audiences and advertisers. Slovenia has become the latest European country to formally recognize a Palestinian state. A British Columbia pilot project aims to use advanced genetic testing to virtually eliminate organ rejection by better matching patients with kidney donors.
Transplant nephrologist Dr. James Lan is involved in the project and says 1 in 3 donated kidneys is lost over a decade, and rejection is the leading cause for half the cases. Lan says new genetic sequencing technology can limit that risk by matching organs at the molecular level. It works by matching epitopes, specific parts of proteins on the surface of cells, so that a donor kidney won't be attacked as a foreign invader. Patients could start to get matched kidneys within 3 years. Brenda Molina Navidad, The Canadian Press.
And there's a new entry into the Star Wars canon. Reporter Jason Nathanson has a preview of the new Disney Plus series, The Acolyte.
Someone is killing Jedi.
A shocking crime spree rocks the Star Wars world, and a Jedi Master is sent to investigate. That's where things start with the latest Star Wars series, The Acolyte. It premieres today on Disney Plus, and Daphne King plays a young Jedi in training, telling me that when it came to using the Force on the show, everyone had to develop their own unique way of doing it.
We had specific Force training, and you'd go and you'd have one-on-one sessions with this woman called Alex, and you'd find where your character draws the Force from and how, what kind of movements they use, and you do some meditations with her. It was really fun.
The first episode of The Acolyte out today. Disney's the parent company of ABC News. Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Hollywood.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Los Angeles Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani's former interpreter has pleaded guilty in his sports betting case.
Ippei Mitsuhara told a judge in Santa Ana he had fallen into major gambling debt and stealing money from Shohei Ohtani was the only way he could think of to help pay off that debt. Mitsuhara pleading guilty to bank fraud and false tax returns, crimes that could get him decades in federal prison when he's sentenced in October. Mitsuhara stole nearly $17 million from Ohtani to cover his gambling debts. Prosecutors say Ohtani had no idea the money had been taken from him and was not involved in gambling. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Toronto FC player Federico Bernardeschi has been fined an undisclosed amount for failing to leave the field in a timely manner after being sent off in the 88th minute of Toronto's game Saturday against DC United. And tennis star Novak Djokovic has pulled out of the French Open with a knee injury. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.